Cass, welcome back to Vlad TV.
Thanks for having me, Vlad.
Yeah, man, we still doing it. We like 10 years deep in this shit.
It's always a pleasure, man. Probably more than 10 years, though.
Yeah.
Probably more than that.
Yeah.
Around like my first album.
Exactly. You know, back then, there was no Vlad TV. There was no YouTube. I was just doing interviews on DVD and putting them out.
Right.
And you were on one of them.
Yeah.
That's what it is, man. But
that was my body DVD days.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks.
But you know, what everyone's talking about right now is you at the Ruff Ryders reunion. That's what happened.
That was history, man.
Okay. So, you know, the Ruff Ryders had this whole thing that they just did. It was at the Barclays, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And you're obviously part of that.
Yeah.
You came on stage.
Yeah.
And what did you say that got everyone so upset?
Well, in the Barclays, I did some of my hit records that I had with Swizz. Like, I came out on Swizz set. And did like I'm a Hustler, Hotel, two-step, drinks like that. And then at the end, I just, you know what I mean, felt like I needed to say something, so I started spitting. And I think a lot of people confused about what I meant with the verse, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's causing a lot of confusion. A lot of people happy about it, a lot of people confused, a lot of people mad because they fall in the category, you know, it's like if the shoe fit, wear it, and a lot of people fit the shoe, so they feel some type of way too, so it's causing some commotion, but that's what I always do, man. I like to do that.
So can you repeat what you said?
Nah, man, they could watch it, man. They could
let me play it real quick.
They could pull it up, man. Yeah, man.
Who the best MC? Me, J. Cole, or Kendrick?
Yeah.
I miss the days when Jay took over the business. I witnessed Hova change the world. I'm a Jehovah Witness. I never chose to listen to Yachty and Lil
That was big to
Uzi.
say that in Brooklyn
Let's take
too.
it back to
About
Jeezy, Weezy, and Lil Boosie. I might listen to Tip Ross and a little Gucci, but these little newbies make me feel a little woozy. I usually be wanting the Earl, cause Young and Maid are only one punching, but she still punch like a girl. Yo, you gotta be a trapper, be a crapper, be a backpacker, or know how to sing to be a rapper. Facts. Ruff Ryder.
Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
There you have it. So let's start breaking down some of these bars. So you said, what was the line about Yachty and Uzi?
I just said I never chose to listen to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, people feel as though it's a diss. It's not a diss. It's just like I never chose to listen to that type of rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? The type of rap they do, this type of style of rap, I just don't choose to listen to it. I ain't telling you not to listen to it, like, or the next man. Anybody can listen to what they want to listen to. Just like I don't listen to country music. But I'm not knocking country music singers or the country music fan base. It's like, I know it's people out there that might like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't listen to it. So that's what I meant with that. And I mean, I'm straight about bars, punching, real hip hop. So I feel as though like dudes that do that type of music, they should be in their own category. It should be another name for that type of music that they do. But they try to put them in the same category with me, and it's like completely different. So that's why I don't choose to listen to that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I meant with that. I don't choose to listen to that.
I mean, it's an interesting point, and a lot of people do talk about it. It's like, do you really consider, can Yachty really be considered hip-hop? Or is it just a form of pop music that happened to have, you know, some hip-hop elements to it? Would you, you know, can you really put Cassidy and Yachty in the same category, even if it's somewhat of a loose category?
You can't put me in the category with, I don't think, no rapper right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm in a whole nother category compared to anybody, but, you know what I mean? I just don't listen to that type of music. They not piecing up enough syllables. There's not enough figurative language. It's not creative enough for me. And I mean, it's like, I'm not really a real dancer. So like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to listen to the most dance music. Like I'm not in the clubs all times no more. When I do go in the clubs, just to get a bag. So I'm not trying to like learn the newest dances and, you know what I mean? So I don't really like dance music. So if you do that type of stuff, I just don't choose to listen to it at the time. But it is new rappers, like, you know what I'm saying? They thought I meant that. They think I'm hating on the younger dudes that's doing music, like anybody young, and that's not the truth. There's a lot of young dudes that spitters. You know what I'm saying? A lot of young dudes that make good music. There's a lot of groups out that's putting music out that I listen to, like the Migos. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like they shit. Like, I fuck with them. They be piecing up. They be talking crazy. They be creative. A lot of niggas be running with their style and trying to follow them. I feel as though that's hip hop.
Well,
You know
I
what
mean,
I'm
for
saying?
example, when I interviewed the Migos, your style in particular, it seems like your shit is like real, you know, a little bit more harmonic in terms of like the singing. You know, is that something that you kind of intended to do, or did that just sort of form over time?
I just be fucking around, man. Just be playing in the studio, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just be trying to make this shit happen any type of way. You know
You gotta try different shit.
Like you said, you can't get stuck on one track. You know what I mean? You gotta put your hands in a lot of bowls, and you know what I'm saying. See what you can get.
I mean, do you consider it singing in terms of what you do, or do you still consider it rapping?
Nah, I don't call it singing. I just call it like, you know what I mean? Just some trap funk.
I mean, but
I
it
call it
harmonic.
trap funk.
I mean, you could kind of say it's like singing, though. And I don't mean this as a, you know, I'm not taking away nothing from it. I personally think it's dope.
Appreciate it.
Okay, but you don't consider singing at all.
Nah, I don't think it's singing. You can call it singing though. I sing to you.
Now, all these niggas in the limelight right now are singers. You know what I'm saying? The majority of the niggas that got hit records, or all of them, all of the niggas that got hit records, they got some type of melody or some type of singing in it. You know what I'm saying? So all these niggas is victim of that. But I'm just saying I like their music. I'm not saying that they the dopest rappers in the world, or, you know what I mean, whether they hip hop or not. I'm just saying like those is dudes that I do listen to. Like when I said I don't choose to listen to them other dudes, I will listen to Amigos songs, like, you know what I mean? And then she that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that wave, like, I jump in that bag, but, I mean, I listen to some Rich Homie Quan. Like, I feel like he be piecing up, he be talking some shit. I like his shit. Like, I play one of his songs, like, you know what I mean? Like, even if it's like, ooh, 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 it's like, I jump in that bag. I like that shit. Shit hot.
Yeah.
But I just don't listen to all of these new young boys that's out because they can't really rap, and I don't got enough time to be, like, wasting on that shit.
Well, in the beginning you said, who's the best MCs, me, J. Cole, or Kendrick?
I don't feel like that was a line that was like really, I just know like as far as right now at this particular time, like for the newer kids and the people right now that's listening to hip hop, they feel like J. Cole and Kendrick is the most like lyrical hip hop dudes out right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? They feel like they going in the direction of that. So that's why I said that line, you know what I mean? It's not like they my favorite or, you know what I mean? That's really my top 3 list. I just know that's a lot of people in the world probably got them at the top right now, so that's why I said it.
Yeah, I mean, they moving the most albums right now. I mean, both of these guys go platinum every time now. Consistently.
That's good.
Consistently.
That's good money.
Then you said, I miss the days when Jay took over the business.
Mm-hmm.
When this Jehovah changed the world, I'm a Jehovah's Witness.
Really, that who the best MC, me, J. Cole, or Kendrick is really just encouraging dudes that can rap in the game and start rapping again. It's like it shouldn't be just, you know what I mean, like them certain amount of dudes that's getting considered to be the best when there's like a lot of other dudes that could go in that direction if they put their mind to it. So I want niggas to start getting back focused on spitting and coming up with bars and getting crazy again. So that's why I said that line too, man.
Then you said, I never chose to listen to Yachty, Lil Uzi. Let's take it back to Jeezy, Weezy, and Boosie.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people sleep on how lyrical Boosie is. Like,
I just feel
Boosie
like
spits.
I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of dudes, that was like a real, like, directed at, like, a lot of down south shit. You know what I mean? Like, hands down was a lot of down south niggas that's in the game running shit. So, you know what I mean? But, you know, just cause you from down south and all that, like, niggas was original, niggas was coming up with dope shit. Niggas is hot from down there. You know what I mean? It don't matter where you from. And I don't feel like just because you from a certain area, niggas should tolerate bullshit. It's like no matter where you from, you should make hot records. And I feel like at one point in time, niggas from down south was making crazy shit that I was fucking with. And let's take it back to that.
Right, because then you mentioned, I might listen to Tip Ross and a little Gucci, but these little newbies be making me feel a little woozy.
Exactly. I might do. Like, I listen to all of them dudes, and I like they shit. Them niggas make good music. Niggas is hot. Fuck with them niggas. But, all these little new niggas that, I mean, like, I got kids. Like, I got a son that's a teenager, and he be listening to all type of niggas and little shit. I mean, he be bringing all type of motherfuckers to my attention, and I be hearing them, and I be like, yo, it's so many flaws. As soon as I hear them, that it turns me off. A nigga that dedicated 20 years and, you know what I mean, never want to have any flaws. Or even if he got any, always just working on perfecting them, you know what I mean? So when I hear a nigga that just got all of these flaws, making all these mistakes, can't even rap, and it's like, I get turned off from it, so I don't really like to listen to it, you know what I'm saying?
Lil Yachty just released the album cover to his new album, Teenage Emotions. Have you seen it?
Nah.
Okay. This is the cover to Lil Yachty, Teenage Emotions. Look in the upper left-hand corner.
What is that, 2 girls or what? A dude? Him? What is that? Oh, 2 dudes.
2 dudes kissing.
Yeah. Shower ball, man.
Right. So,
So these niggas.
so you haven't heard of this before? You've never seen this before?
Nah, I ain't never see that jump.
Okay, yeah. This came out.
But see, that
a few days
goes
ago.
there before you even show me that goes back to the question you originally asked me, like, why you don't choose to listen to that? Because I don't like that shit, man. I don't like niggas that be trying to, like, you know what I mean? I know this is entertainment in this shit, like, people supposed to be entertained, but it gotta be some realness to this shit too, and if you just gonna act like a clown or do anything in this shit, then I don't respect it, man.
This is the first, you know, Lil B had an album called I'm Gay, but then in parentheses it said I'm happy, and, you know, he sort of played around with it. But this is the first time a hip-hop album has come out and has actually had a homosexual scene on the album cover for a big artist with big hit records. This is not just some little underground gay rapper. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that Yachty's gay. I don't know what he is. You know, he's not claiming he's gay, but he's clearly put this out for people to have conversations like this. So he's basically embracing
Like,
homosexuality and hip hop.
this is what I want you to know, Vlad. Like this is a free country, and there's like a lot of shit, like a lot of sites, a lot of shit you could pull up right now. Niggas doing all different type of shit that I don't approve of. And it's like niggas can continue to make album covers and music that I don't choose to listen to. It's like, who am I? It's just, I'm just Cass. Like, but at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It should be a market for the music that got bars, that's creative. Like, it's like a fan base for that. It's niggas that like that shit. So that's what I'm talking about. I'm just hyping that up and saying that that's back for the niggas that like that. Because I always have fans. I always had a fan base. So they need to get pleased. And it's a lot of kids. They talking about it's a new wave and kids like something different. No, it's the same split. Like, it's the same split of kids that's gonna like weird shit like that used to like weird shit when we was little. And it's the same amount of like hard kids that's gonna like hard shit like when we was little.
Well, there was never really a group of straight kids that like gay shit.
No. I'm not talking about gay or bisexual. I mean, I'm not talking about sexuality. I'm talking about like a fan base for music. So I feel like it's a fan base out there for niggas that could spit, niggas that's really going hard with bars. So they need to get pleased. They need to get some music that they can listen to. You can't just give them mumble rap and say that that's just all that's available. Like, nah, it's not. So that's all I'm repping. Like, I'm not knocking I'm not trying to get into no back and forth with no little nigga or what he doing or whether I approve if he got niggas kissing on his album or if I approve if a nigga dye his hair like that. Like, it's a free country. Everybody could do what they want to do. Like, it's niggas that I do shit every day that is niggas out there that don't approve of what I do. Like, you know what I'm saying? All the time. But I don't give a fuck. It's like, you don't, so what? Like, what you gonna do? Like, I'ma still do it. It don't matter what you think. So they could think the same way about what I think. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I know it's niggas out there that feel like me, that feel like they wanna hear bars, that feel like they don't wanna see niggas kissing and making faces and doing clown shit and doing all this weird dressing and all this crazy shit. They just want a real nigga from the street that's talking that shit that they can relate to and being creative with it. That's what they want, like, cause that's what I wanted when I was little.
I mean, when the word mumble rap first started getting in the hip hop vocabulary, how did you feel about it?
It don't matter. It's good. Like, they need to just call it mumble rap then, like how you got like hard rock and then like different categories of music. Like, you need to call that shit mumble rap. Like, oh, he's the best mumble rapper. All right, cool. That's great. But don't say he the best rapper or he one of the nicest rappers when he could barely rap. Like, he not even rhyming words all the way. He not even piecing up no syllables. There's no figurative language. There's no creativity. But how is he gonna be one of the best just because he got a little melody?
So you think that mumble rap should just be its own category? So you could be like, yo, that's the best mumbler out right now.
Facts. And then it'll be good. Like, you go to mumble rap to dance and not hear no lyrics. You ain't expecting to hear no lyrics. You just trying to dance as to a wavy trap double time beat. And you like, all right, cool. That's what you expecting. You know what I'm saying? But don't put it in the same category with a nigga that get busy like me. Like, that ain't fair.
The only problem is that mumble rappers don't like the mumble rap title.
Well, think of something else. Think of another one. Like, I don't give a fuck if it's called mumble rap or something else. Just think of another one and put that shit in another category. Don't say they like hip hop or real rappers and shit, because they not. Like,
okay, so do you think that mumble rap is unique to the 2010s, or do you think that in the 90s and 2000s there was some sort of equivalent to that?
Yeah, it was always like shit like that. I mean, it was always niggas that was doing different type of music that wasn't necessarily considered rap or hip hop. You know what I mean? And the shit was winning.
Like, give me an example.
I
mean, you could go to the 90s, you could look at like...
I'm gonna give you an example right now. Like, a nigga that had it on Smash when I was little, that I used to like a lot. Like, I mean, I used to fuck with his music. Was Luke. Like, I mean, 2 Live Crew, Luke.
Right, he was just
like,
doing chants.
Luke used to come do parties in Philly at this club, dances when we was kids. They used to have overnight parties, sleepover parties. Used to could pop, get busy in that shit. He used to come out there, had a dance, shit was going crazy. It's like, you could play that shit all night, don't stop. It's like everybody dancing to it, going crazy. That's what it was for, dancing. That's when I was young, in the clubs, doing that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that was that dance music that I was fucking with. I never used to listen to Luke for no bars or nothing. It's just like, don't stop, pop that pussy, pop that pussy, baby. Like, it's chant music. And it's like, that's similar to what these niggas doing, and they just doing it in new way melodies and new ways, but it's the similar type of shit. It's like club dance shit. It's like chant shit where you ain't really saying too much. It's the similar shit. But don't try to put Luke, cause he got one of them pop that pussy, baby, in the same category as you putting fucking like a lyrical nigga like fucking Scarface or Big Daddy Kane or Rakim or one of them niggas. Like, they was different. Like, they music make you feel different. When I listen to Cool G rap, I feel different than when I listen to fucking the other nigga from 2 Live Crew. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, it's just different styles and niggas need to be, but it always was mumbling and or like dumbed down form of rap that they was putting in the same category forever, and that shit always was getting the machine and push behind it, so it seemed like it was winning. Even MC Hammer, it was like MC Hammer was, I never looked at that nigga as no spitter. Like, I never thought in my life, MC Hammer was like one of the best rappers. How? What bars he said? I never remember no Hammer bars. But I used to fuck with Hammer when I was a kid. You want to know why? Because it was a dance out called the MC Hammer that everybody was doing. And it's like, and I'm a kid, niggas is doing the MC Hammer. Oh, niggas is dancing because you a fucking kid. And it's like, you ain't been in the streets yet. You don't know what's real and what's fake. You don't know what you like and what you don't like. You just know what's lit at the time. You know what I'm saying? And that shit was seeming lit and I could dance to it. So that's why I was liking it. So I don't blame these kids for liking the dumb shit. It's like, it's cool. It's always gonna be available. But don't like make it seem like that's taking over spitters, because this where this shit started from. You have to be able to rap, like for real. How you gonna be a rapper and you can't even rap?
Right, I mean, because I've talked about this in some other interviews. Like, you know the song by Rob Bass, It Takes Two?
Yeah, classic.
Classic song, lyrically horrible. Lyrically one of the worst songs ever.
To make a thing go right.
But
that was like,
you talking to me? That was so yo, I got an ego. Like,
but it was so back in the day. You can't judge that because that was
but during that time, Big Daddy Kane was out, Rakim was out, like, you know, Kool Moe Dee I think was out. Like, you had lyrical dudes. Rakim was definitely out during that time. Like, you had lyrical dudes. But they never had hit records like this dude. You know what I mean? The lyrics were dumbed down.
But listen, you want to know why that was sounding kind of catchy to the people's ears at the time? Because that was old school when people was coming from rhyming one syllable. So when you rhyme in one syllable, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the chicken tastes like wood and all that, it's just one syllable. And then you go to rhyming, you know what I'm saying? Like that, like, but you said contagious or whatever, like, like
I like the Whopper, fuck the Big Mac.
Like, but when you rhyme it, listen,
it's just
contagious is a 3-syllable word. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like wood. It's contagious. So the rhyme contagious with another word, it just take more than rhyming one syllable back in the day. So if your ear hear it back in the day and it's catchy and it's to a dance beat, you'll like it. It's like, you ain't gonna be the most lyrical nigga, but at that time, it's like, it was accepted. But like I said, it was always accepted. There's always different type of music. You know what I mean? But his shit was more dance shit too. Like, I would never put Rob Bass as like the best lyrical nigga though. But I like them songs, hit records, classical shit. As soon as you brought it up, I said it was a classic. Yeah. But if you ever asked me who was the best lyricist, I don't think I would have ever thought of him. Like, never. I would have never thought to bring him up in that part.
But for example, you would bring up Big Daddy Kane, you would bring up Rakim. So there were dudes in that time that were doing that.
Yeah, because I can remember bars that they said at that time period back in the day when I was listening to them that was fucking shit up, that was super creative and super hard to do, and I knew that no other rapper could do it at the time. So that's what made them do. You know what I'm saying? I didn't listen to Rakim at the time and feel like any rapper could do that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like niggas could piece up like that. So niggas couldn't do it, so that's what made him dope. But when I listen to these little niggas now, I feel like anybody could do that. Like, anybody could get that same melody and just say anything and it's gonna have the same effect.
So recently, you got back together with Swizz and you guys are working on a project, The Thief and the Crook?
Yeah, The Crook and the Thief.
The Crook and the Thief, my bad. But let's take it back to the beginning. How did Swizz originally discover you?
Well, he didn't discover me. Well, his dad, TD, we met in Philly. Okay. And he brought me out there to his brothers, which CEOs of Rough Ryders. Right. I mean, and then I started working with Rough Ryders. I got a deal with Rough Ryders first.
Before Swizz?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that's how I met Swizz. I mean, he was like the biggest producer over there at the time. And I was just going crazy over there, battling crazy, bodying shit. So of course he seen me, like heard about me bodying shit, seen me going crazy, and you know what I mean, he caught a liking to me, and he was about to go start his own thing, you know what I'm saying? So
full surface.
Yeah, so that's how we got together, and ever since then,
okay,
it's been history.
So when you were battling people at Rough Ryders, who was there? You're talking about DMX, Eve, The Locks, Dragon.
What you mean, at the battles or signed to the label?
When you were at the label, I mean, all these people were on the label at the time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. They was there before I came.
Before you, that's what I meant. Yeah, they were already there by the time you arrived.
Yeah.
So you had a bunch of stars on that label already.
Yeah, without a question.
So were you battling any of the people I named?
I mean, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's just like if you got a boxing camp, like, I mean, y'all might spar, y'all might go at it with each other, but, you know what I mean? We family, so it don't even
Okay,
really
so
matter.
it wasn't like that. So you're at Ruff. So are you signed to Rough Riders at the time before Swizz?
Yeah, I was signed.
Okay, so you're signed directly to Rough Riders. Swizz comes in and said, "Okay, I want to take on this Cassidy project myself." Right?
Nah,
not really.
not like.
So explain what happened then.
Well, I was signed to Rough Ryders, and I was in a 3-man group, Larceny, me, Shiz, and Akbar.
Okay.
So I mean, when we was working on the group music. You know what I'm saying? When we was with Rough Ryders, but you know what I'm saying. Swizz wanted to start, you know what I mean, his own label, Full Surface, which became Full Surface. He wanted to start that. You know what I mean? So he was getting his artists together, and you know what I mean, he caught a liking to me, but he wanted to use me as a solo artist.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who else was on Full Surface at the time?
Nobody. Like, me and Swizz started it
Okay, so
together.
just you two.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
We
cool.
started it. Like I was with Swizz before it was a Full Surface. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
just me and him talking, and then I mean. But other artists, he did have other artists, like Young One and other people
right.
that, like, you know what I'm saying, he was working with, but, I mean, never really panned out, like, I mean, the shit like what me and him did.
So you're rolling with Swizz, and are you signed directly to Full Surface at this point?
What you say when I'm rolling with Swizz?
Yeah, I mean, because you signed to Rough Riders as a group.
Yeah.
But then you start fucking with Swizz. So do you sign to Swizz as a solo artist?
Well, nah. Like, I got out my situation with Rough Riders, and then I signed to Clive Davis, J Records. It was J Records at the time.
Aha.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I was signed to Full Surface. Full Surface was my production company.
Aha.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so Full Surface took the Cassidy project to Arista. Sorry, J Records.
Yeah, at the time.
Which was Clive Davis's second project. So you signed directly to J Records, with Swizz being the production company.
Facts.
Did you sign to J Records before or after the Freeway battle?
I think it was before I signed. I think I signed to J Records already.
Okay, so when Swizz took you around, Jay-Z and them, you already had a major record deal.
I believe so, yeah. But I think we just started working. Like, we just started recording. It's not like I had no music out, I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think we dropped no music yet or nothing, but yeah, I did have a deal already, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So that battle happens with Freeway. It comes out, and I felt like that started to really get a buzz over Cassidy. Would that be accurate?
The battle?
That battle.
I mean, the battle is a classic, you know what I'm saying?
But
It's
that
just
came
like,
out before your album is what I'm saying.
Kinda. Like, not really, though, because back then, it was before, like, the real internet and all that, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So it was like, it came out on, like, a VHS tape, you know what I mean? And only certain lit niggas in the industry even had access to the tape. Like,
Yes.
so it was really just like you heard about it, but you couldn't really see it. It's like only certain people could see it, you know what I mean? And then, you know, certain people that do DVDs and mixtapes and stuff, they got a hold of it and they took the VHS and just did the audio, like took the audio from it and put it on mixtapes, and that's how people was hearing it, but
Yeah.
didn't see it. But you know, it took time for it to go around, and then it even years later, like when DVDs came out, and then later,
Yeah,
that's when people started to get
resurfaced,
it.
yeah.
Like, yeah, but
Okay.
it didn't just like, it ain't pop like automatically like how it would have popped now. Like nowadays, with the internet, everybody would have knew, it would have been everywhere, viral, whoa, shit.
Exactly.
But back then it was different, you know
Yeah, it was
what
like
I'm
a slow build.
Yeah.
Okay, so the battle happens. You finish your album. It comes out on J Records. And what were the singles off that first album?
My first album singles was Hotel and Get No Better.
Okay. album goes what? Gold, platinum?
I ain't sure. You gotta look it up.
Okay.
And everybody Google it though.
But it does well. I mean, but the singles, I mean, Hotel definitely went crazy.
Hit record, man.
Yeah.
Both of them.
So that first album comes out, does well. The second album comes out. What was the single off that? Was that what were the singles off the second album?
My first album would have been more successful. It's not like, damn, it's like I reached for the top. I did the best I could do. It was just a little confusing, you know what I'm saying? I was coming from Body and shit. Like, everybody that was a Cassidy fan at that time knew me for Body and shit and knew nobody couldn't fuck with me. That's the type of image I had.
And then your first single was
Hotel.
Hotel.
And then I come out with Hotel, and it's like, they ain't really get it. And it's like people started thinking I was like a Hotel type of artist. They thought I was like that. So it was like kind of confusing to them when they see me or they meet me. You know what I'm saying? You might meet me, I might have a frown on my face. I might be looking like a different person than you thought I was. And that was kind of confusing to everybody too. So it's like, you know, but it still was super successful because the records was fire. Like, you know what I'm saying? I still perform them shits to this day. Just did it at the Barclays Center the other day. They still going crazy. So that's just show you that is a real hit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not no made up version of a hit, like a real hit.
Absolutely. So then I'm a Hustler comes out. And that was more of I think a representation of Cassidy, the rapper.
And that's what I was fighting for in the meetings, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to have that type of feel because I felt like it got lost in the first one. Like they wasn't sure what type of artist I was. And I feel I had to get that feel back. So that's why I wanted to come with a record like that.
Right. That comes out, does well. At what point do you and Swizz start to part ways?
We never parted ways, like, you know what I'm saying? We never parted
at one
ways.
point, you wanted out of the deal.
Nah, I never wanted out of the deal. Never.
I interviewed.
Never.
Listen, I interviewed Swizz.
Cassidy is like my son. You know, we spent endless time together. You know, I wish him the best. You know, I don't. No matter what the differences is, I don't wish people negativity. I just don't do that. You know, we went our way as men, and he felt he wanted to be his own boss, and I'm so cool. I let him have that opportunity.
Right.
You know, he could have been the next billionaire. I don't know. I got to give him that shot to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah, but it was a misunderstanding maybe. You know what I'm saying? Back then, when you asked him that question, he probably was under a different, you know, the way the business went, he maybe thought I went out when I didn't. You know what I'm saying? The move I bust might have made him thought I wanted out of my contract when I didn't, but I ain't never want to get away from Swizz. I just wanted to get away from anything that was holding me back from popping off.
Okay, like at what point was Swizz not doing your whole album? Because the first two albums, Swizz was what, the executive producer?
No, my first three albums.
First three albums, okay.
Split Personality, I'm a Hustler, and Bars.
Right.
Yeah.
So all those came out on Full Surface. Swizz is heavily involved in all three of those projects. So Bars, the Adrian Reese story, that came out in 2007. So what exactly happened after 2007?
What you mean, as far as what?
Well, because the next album, was it Cash?
Yeah.
Came out in 2010. Swizz wasn't involved in it.
Yeah.
Okay. So at what point did you and Swizz just stop working together for whatever reason?
I don't know, man. You gotta ask Swizz, man. I always wanted to work. I never stopped making music, always wanted to work. You know what I mean? But this is a business, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot that goes into it, that's behind it. You know what I mean? And like Swizz got a lot of shit to worry about too. His shit not just revolved around Cassidy. Like he gotta worry about Swizz brand, his life, his personal life. You know what I mean? And who knows why we, took that separation. But you know how God worked, we needed that. Like it was better for me, better for him, better for people around us in our circle. Just, it was supposed to happen like that. Like, You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy it did, because now that we back working again, it's a lot better. So, you know what I mean?
So now, 7 years later, you guys are working together, and you guys are working on The Crook and the Thief. Was there some sort of moment where you guys just said, you know something, like it's time for us to get back in the studio and do that magic again?
I mean, I always felt like that. I couldn't wait. You know what I'm saying? I just was waiting for Swizz to get ready. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so he
I used
approached.
to say that. Yeah, I used to do interviews all the time, and they be like, "Is you and Swizz gonna work again?" And it's like, "Are you and Swizz back working again?" Like that's the same thing. That's like the black cloud that was over my head, because they ain't understand how you could start with somebody, make history like that, and then all of a sudden y'all just start working. They'd think that I had to do something wrong or be the bad guy, because I look like I caught the short end of the stick, and if we not working, I must have did something wrong.
Right, because,
even if they don't necessarily know what it was, they just assume that I did something wrong.
Well, because neither one of you ever spoke negatively about each other, ever. And I've interviewed both of y'all multiple times. It's always been a respectful thing.
So
on
when
both
you
sides.
used to ask, or anybody used to ask, I'd be like, yo, it's up to Swizz, man. I'd be like, yo, we did enough music. I did more music with Swizz than anybody. So like, you know what I'm saying? We did enough. That's how I used to answer it. I'm just waiting for him. I'm ready to work.
Okay.
Because that was always my brother. I always knew he had love for me. I had love for him. I knew if he was going to keep doing music, eventually we was going to work again. You know what I'm saying? It just had to pan out the way it panned out.
So did he call you up one day and say, hey, let's get in the studio, do some shit together?
Something like that. You know what I'm
Something like
saying?
that.
Like
Okay.
something like that. Like, I mean, we got a chance to talk. You know what I mean? Because you gotta understand, like, for years too, like the way he lived and the way I live, we never really got to deal with any business. And when I did talk to Swizz, we would talk about other stuff, like family and other things. Like, we never really talked about any of the issues. So, you know what I'm saying? We finally got a chance to sit down and make sense of it and figure out the next step. You know what I mean? And when he said he wanted to work, I was excited. And it's like this, it's like God don't make mistakes, because I was prepared physically, like drop wild weight, was already ready to go, was already prepared. Like, you know what I'm saying? Already had my pen game up, already dropping Cassidy, Barbarian, the mixtapes, just building the hype up. So it came at the perfect time. I was just, more mature, mentally in the right place. Like, you know what I'm saying? And went through enough of the years of not being in position with Swizz to know the difference. You know what I'm saying? And to prepare for this next run the right way so I could take advantage of it the right way.
So 7 years later, you guys get back in the studio. Is that accurate?
I guess something like that.
7 years passed from the point
Something
that you
like
guys
that.
are in the studio together.
Yeah.
What is different about you and Swizz 7 years later? Because, you know, during that time, you went through, the drama of your arrest and
There's
everything
different
else like
levels,
that.
man.
Swizz is married to Alicia now. He got more kids. You know, financially, he's at a different level right now. He's working on a lot of different projects. Worked with a lot of different people since then.
Facts.
You know, you've been putting out projects. You had your battle. Like, you know, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happened in between. What was different about the Cassidy and Swizz formula at this point when you guys are working together?
There's nothing different. Like, you know what I'm saying? The only thing different is we more mature. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got more experience. He could do a lot more. He know a lot more, seen a lot more, know a lot more about the actual business. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not just making beats or making music, but the actual business. You know what I'm saying? I'm more mature. I'm more developed as an artist. Like, you know what I'm saying? He used to have to executive produce my project and control my project at one point. Now I'm at the point where I can executive produce and control other people's projects. It's like a difference. So, you know what I mean? And we got so much of a history. We seen what we was capable of, you know what I mean, in the past. So the respect for each other is on a higher level now. You know what I mean? And the way that we matured and the way our personality is, it's a lot smoother. It's a lot easier, and we just getting the work done since it's like, all right, let me give you an example. It's like, it's even better now for me. You know what I'm saying? The feeling, the excitement is even better for me. Because when I first got it, I was a kid. I didn't really know how to take it, and there was so much on my mind that was clouding it. You know what I'm saying? Now I got a clear mind, and I know what it is when we working. I'm just really working. It's not like a lot of other distractions. my circle tighter. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just family oriented, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like him. His circle tighter is like we moving different. So it's like our mind is different when we in the studio. So that's the only difference. But as far as the chemistry and the connection and the vibing out and being on the same page, you would think we never left. Like you could have came in the studio the same night we got back together and you'd have thought we was in the studio with each other for the last 10 years. It just fell right back in place so smooth.
Support for the Vlad Couch comes from the Dollar Shave Club. You can't put a price on a good shave, but if you could, I bet you'd want to look. You can get your next great shave delivered by using Dollar Shave Club, the smarter choice for shaving. Dollar Shave Club is the perfect life hack and a no-brainer choice for people on the go. No more inconvenient trips to the store because you forgot to buy one of those cheap disposable razors. And no more overspending on razors with a gimmick that you didn't need. When you use your Dollar Shave Club executive razor with their Dr. Carver shave butter, the blade gently glides, giving such a smooth shave. The shave butter is transparent for a more precise shave and helps prevent ingrown hairs and fights razor bumps. You too can make the smarter choice by joining Dollar Shave Club today. And for a limited time, new members get their first month of the executive razor with a tube of their Dr. Shave butter for only $5 with free shipping. After that, razors are just a few bucks a month. That's a $15 value for only $5. In your first month box, you get an awesome weighty handle, a full cassette of 4 cartridges, and a tube of their shave butter. After the first month, replacement cartridges ship automatically at their regular price. There's no hidden fees or commitments. Cancel any time you like. So get this exclusive offer at dollarshaveclub.com/Vlad. That's dollarshaveclub.com/VLAD. So why the name The Crook and the Thief?
I'm gonna let the album, like we got, it's like I don't want to let it out, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
but,
it's a concept?
Yeah, it's definitely a concept.
All right.
It's not just some ignorant shit like he a crook and I'm a thief and we just don't.
Right,
That's
because,
like,
you know, because when I look at both of y'all, because that's the first thing I thought is, okay, who's the crook, who's the thief? And since I know both of y'all personally, I'm like, neither one of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like this don't really describe neither person.
Yeah, but basically what it is just like the state of hip hop, where we feel as though it's at. You know what I'm saying? And we feel like, you know what I'm saying, like you gotta take it back. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't sit there and complain, like, you know what I'm saying, and oh, they can't rap or they and just complain like what people think I'm doing. Like, well, some people think I'm doing. I'm not doing that. Like, you can't just sit there and complain. You can't just sit there and not do nothing. You can't join them and start doing exactly what they doing because you're just only gonna make it worse. It's like you gotta do something about it. Like, and if, you know what I mean, somebody took something that was yours, you gotta take the shit back. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we doing. Like, the Crook and the Thief, like we about to put together this music that's gonna shake it up. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna change the temperature, that's gonna change the feeling. Like, you know what I mean? Cause at the time, like some of them artists that we was naming, to go back to things we was talking about in the beginning of the conversation, you asked me some of the artists I used to listen to, like MC Hammer and some of these dudes, but then it came a time where some hard rappers came out and the kids was ashamed to even admit they listened to Hammer. So they like, yo, you used to be listening, like, fuck out there, I ain't listen to no Hammer, nigga, I listen to fucking
NWA.
Pop, yeah, NWA, I listen to, yeah, like I listen to some real shit. I listen to fucking Cool G rap, like I don't listen to no fucking, like, you know what I'm saying? So you like, damn, it came a time where everybody was, even wearing the pants and looking stupid and doing all this crazy shit. And then there came a time where nobody wasn't rocking with it. It's the same thing that's gonna happen again. It's like some real shit gonna come out and it's gonna make people feel like they don't even want to admit that they liked it, all this goofy shit that was going on. And I ain't fucking like them niggas, man. I was like, I mean, it's gonna go around, it's gonna come in circles. It's just gonna take some real niggas to get it back in that direction. So that's what the Crook and the Thief mean, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's a lot deeper, okay. And we got a whole breakdown of it on the project.
Dope. You were actually at the beat battle, right? With Swizz and Just Blaze.
History, classic. It's a blessing. I'm happy I was able to, witness that. It was like historical. And it made me feel like similar to like the me and Freeway battle. Like when you just in the moment and you just witnessing history and you just feel like it's history because the people that's just there and just the feeling. But even more, cause like, I mean, with the technology, how they was live, how people was just able to see it all at once, it just felt like the same feeling, but even bigger. So I'm just happy I was able to experience it.
Yeah, I mean, when you talk about witnessing history, like one of my historical hip hop moments was definitely the battle that you had with Disaster.
Yeah.
Especially because it was supposed to happen on stage. And it ended up happening in a fucking garage.
Yeah, it was dope.
With just a bunch of hip hop heads in a circle. And two rappers just going at it.
That was real battle style.
Acapella, no beats.
Yeah, that
you
was
know,
real.
like both of y'all were on point. You know, most people would say you ultimately won the battle, but both of y'all had an incredible performance. You know what I'm saying? And that definitely felt like, yo, like I'm witnessing history. Here I am in this fucking circle, like watching history get made. You know what I mean?
That was history too, and I'm happy I got a chance to do that because, you know, for years I wasn't able to battle, and even when I was battling, it wasn't like really caught on tape a lot of times. So people don't believe it. They like, oh, where's that? They just believe if you got smack battles and stuff that they could pull up, they believe you got a battle history. But I could have had way more battles than that, but if they can't pull it up and prove it, then they don't believe it. So I just wanted to show them that I could battle in this day and age with the internet, with the catching it right away, and just come back out of nowhere after taking all them years off and still last with whoever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whoever, the best of them, you know what I'm saying? So that was a good feeling to know that I could still, you know what I'm saying, give it up. You know what I mean? Everybody got their opinion, and there's no like real, it's not like basketball where you really win by score and it's like the points add up. It's like, it's a matter of opinion. Like
Right.
Anybody could feel like whoever won, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just happy that when they did the ratings and when they was asking the most of the people that I was even like up there, like, you know what I'm saying? After taking that time off and being an industry rapper that came out with Hotel that can't really rap, I should have got destroyed, you know what I'm saying? I should have got killed, right? I shouldn't even have been able to last. But to go out there and do that, and the majority of the people think you won. You know what I'm saying? It's like a limited, like a small percentage of people that might think Disaster won, and that's like his real fan base.
Right. I feel like you're not coming back to battle rap.
I want to.
You do.
I do. Because the feeling was amazing. It's like, it felt good, man. I'm a competitive dude, man. I'm a winner. I like to win. When I play video games or I play cards, I play chess or anything, I feel some type of way when I lose. And if I got a partner and he's like acting goofy or act like he don't care if we win, and nah, like I get mad, like, yo, come on, let's win. Like I want to fucking win. I don't play to just play. Like I play to win, like, you know what I'm saying? And if I lose, I'm gonna try to figure out why the fuck I lose and try to improve so I could win the next time.
Right. I mean, you went so far as to actually emulate his rhyme style. Like, you actually created a whole rap as if you were Disaster.
I seen, like, mostly every battle I watched after that, I seen people do that now. It's like
really?
a new thing.
Oh, so that became a thing.
I see a lot of people doing they try to do it. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't do it as good as me, but I mean, they be trying to emulate the other person's style and do it, you know what I mean? Sometimes it be good, sometimes it don't, you know what I mean? But it's good to see that, like, damn, like.
Yeah, I mean, that went down as one of the classic live rap battles of all time. To this day.
Dope.
To this day. But you say you actually want to get back into it.
Yeah, without a question.
Is it just the money?
Because I never really wanted to battle Disaster. That was they pick. Like, I wouldn't have picked a dude like Disaster. Like, I want to pick a dude that's going, you know, talk some real street shit, some crazy shit. That's going to make me jump in a different bag and want to get violent and, like, talk crazy. Like, I ain't feel that feeling when I was battling Disaster because I don't feel that feeling when I watch his battles.
Who would you pick, though, as what you feel would be just the ultimate Cassidy battle?
Right now, for me, I would have to say, like, Eminem. Like, you know what I'm saying? That'd be the ultimate battle for me. Like, big enough, got a big enough fan base. A lot of people in the world feel as though he's super lyrical and super nice. And I know he come from battling. It's not like he just like a industry rapper that never battled. It's like he come from that. I know he get busy, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, he's so big of a person that just the event alone, it just to be so historical, that's what I would love to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then battling a little battle rapper or something like.
What about Meek? Meek came from battling.
Yeah, but Meek, like, I mean, Meek, I like a lot of Meek songs. I even put up some footage the other day, let people know, like, I'm dancing to Meek songs now. There's no beef. That shit is over with. Like, I mean, he made good records. I always wanted Meek to do his thing. But Meek, I don't look at Meek as that type of rapper, like a battle rapper. And I don't even think he look at himself like that. And I don't even think his fans look at him like a battle rapper, get busy like that. I never looked at him like that. I looked at him as like a, you know what I'm saying? Like a party up tempo, like energetic rapper, like not a battler.
Let's see. Kendrick came up as a battle rapper.
I never looked at Kendrick as a battle rapper neither. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. He probably did, but I just never looked at it, you know what I'm saying? But Kendrick is big. He got a big fan base. Meek big too. I don't care, man. Vlad, you could put all of them together. Like everybody that you name together and I battle them. It's like, I'm that type of dude. Like, I don't really care. Like, but I don't got nothing against them. They all got good music and they all hot and they got fans. So that's what I want to do it against. Somebody that got real fans, not just battle rap fans. Like they got real fans for other reasons like I do.
Right, because
You know
Disaster is a battle rapper. Like
Exactly.
if you're into battle rap, you 100% know who he is.
Exactly.
If you're not into battle rap at all, you have no idea who he is.
Right, no
You know,
idea.
and that's not at all a shot at Disaster. Disaster is dope, and I think he has a lot of accomplishments. Is that he's never actually put out radio records and stuff like that. And not any that have really reacted to such a degree. So he is a straight battle rapper, just like, you know, you talk about Hollow the Dawn. So have you been in talks about doing another battle?
Yeah, they talk to me all the time. Like, people want me to do battles all the time. It's just that it's not easy to get me to do a battle like it is other niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why you see all them other battle rappers at every battle. It's hard to make the situation come together with me to do a battle because I'm demanding a lot.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I deserve it. But this, like, for years, when I told them, like, you even was interviewing people, asking them, do you think Cassidy should have turned down $40,000? I was watching it, and you was asking wild people, and niggas like, yo, he fucking bugging, yo. Take that 40, nigga, that's $40, you gonna win, that's 40,000. Like, wild niggas saying I'm bugging, and I ain't getting no money like that for shows, and I ain't getting booked for shows, and I ain't getting that type of money to do nothing, so I should take it. It was wild niggas that had all these type of suggestions, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I turn around and get $250,000. Then niggas like, oh, it's like, but why, if I would have listened to y'all, I would have took 40. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a big difference, right? But you gotta just, it took time, like, but I was doing other shit, like, until the time is right. Just like I'm gonna do other shit till the time is right now. But battling Disaster made the time and probably come a little faster because niggas know that it's gonna make sense eventually.
So I got one for you. I think this would be a dope ass battle. And this is something that is potentially doable. You and Remy Ma.
Come on, man.
Remy Ma.
Yo, man, I just seen Remy the other day at the Barclay. Shout out to Remy, man, but that don't even make no sense, man.
You don't think Remy is that lyrical?
I don't know, man. It's like, I don't even want to talk about that, man. Remy my homie. I fuck with Remy, but I like Remy, but it don't even make no sense. Like that, who thought of this question? Like, who, you put it on the internet? Like, nobody would think of that. Nobody would compare me to, like, battling Remy. Like, nobody would even compare me to battling
Remy
a girl,
came up
period.
Remy came
a
up as a
girl,
battle
period.
rapper.
A girl, period. Like, no nigga could even fuck with me, Vlad. Like, you can't even think of a nigga that could fuck with me. And if you could think of a nigga, then let's do it. Niggas can't even fuck with me, so why would you put me against a girl? Like, that don't even make no sense. Like, that's like, come on. Remy, come on, like.
Remy, see, the thing is, like, when it comes to female rappers, I feel that Remy is the most lyrical.
It don't matter
of the
if you
female
Layla
rappers.
Ali. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you Layla Ali. Why would you try to get, like, yo, Mike Tyson, you want to set up a fight with Layla Ali? It's like, why? Why would you do that? It don't matter if Layla Ali undefeated and she knocking out all these bitches. It's like, I'm a different, like, come on, Vlad.
Okay, fair enough. What did you think about the Remy Ma Nicki Minaj thing?
I like it. Anybody that's gonna get competitive and start battling and dissing and stop holding hands and being friends and everybody hugging and getting along, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? Because in rap and hip hop, you're supposed to be competitive. And niggas is not being competitive no more, so that's like pushing the ball in the right direction. So I'm happy for it, man.
I mean, do you feel that hip hop is too like, happy huggy right now?
Facts.
Everyone wants to do songs with each other. Everyone wants to
Facts.
get along.
And I see a lot of niggas that used to be even around me in the studio with me, and they just hanging around a bunch of goofy niggas that they can't really know. Y'all can't really know them like that because they just came out. So y'all had to just recently meet the niggas and y'all acting like y'all so cool with them. And it's like, why everybody so friendly and nobody not forcing niggas to step it up? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the vibe I give off. I like force niggas to get better. And they just encourage niggas to stay trash. It's like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. I think people are, with the way things are going and the way that streams matter more so than ever before, it almost promotes people like, okay, well, if I have a song featuring this person, that's going to get me some more streams. So
It's just billions of people in the world, though, Vlad. That's what I'm saying. Like, it could be a goofy nigga that could wear some dumbass pants and get wild streams for that. But that don't mean you gotta wear the same dumbass pants and get the streams from them same people, because there's other people that if you wear a different type of pants, you could get a stream too if you do that the right way. It's like other people in the world. You don't gotta go down this dumb little kid, like this little kid lane. Like if you a mature artist, like you can develop your own lane and go down that lane. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm talking about.
Do you feel like some people are going to look at you right now, watch this interview, let's say teenagers, and going to say, well, that's just an old-ass rapper that's hating on all the new shit. And even though you're not old, I mean, you're in your 30s, someone who's 17, 18 is going to look at you as old. And they're going to be like, all he talking about is that old shit. He can't even name any rappers that he likes today. He's just hating on everyone who's getting money right now.
Nah, I just named some rappers I like today. I just named some of them niggas I like. I fuck with them. But at the end of the day, it's like, I don't care what a little 17-year-old that feel I'm hating saying, because obviously that little 17-year-old ain't smart. Because if you think that I'm hating and you think when you listen to me, like you could just listen to 2 bars of my rap. Like you don't gotta listen to the whole album and all that. You could just listen to like 2 to 4 bars of how I rap and listen to 2 or 4 bars how they rap, and you could see the difference if you got any type of intelligence. You gotta be an idiot to even think that that shit is any type of comparison yourself. So if you on a Twitter or anywhere like, yo, you just hating, it's like, no, you just young and dumb. Like you don't understand what you doing. But I understand why they getting brainwashed, because the people that control social media, that control the media period, is the same niggas that's cutting the checks to these little goofy clown niggas that's doing this dumbass music. So they gonna hype it up like they lit, make the kids think they lit, and it's just like a continuous thing. The same way they used to think them dumb niggas that was lit back in the day. We just had that same talk. While I was dancing to little goofy niggas, and they probably was gay, they was wearing dumbass pants too. They was doing dumbass shit, looking like clowns too. And I was liking them when I was a kid because I wanted to dance and I didn't know the difference. So it's like, it's just, I don't really got no problem with the kids. Like the kids, they don't got the mentality and they need old heads to guide them in the right direction. Once they got a choice, then it's different. Like you give a kid a choice. Like you could put something here, like this goofy music, right? And then if you give them the same choice of some other type of music, it's their choice what they want to choose. You know what I'm saying? Now, the reason why they choosing this type of music is this type of music seem more lit. It's on the radio, it's everywhere, everybody dancing to it. Then I could do all the new dances to this. These other niggas ain't even rapping to the right beat per minute. They not even rapping the double time beats. They can't even catch them beats. So why would I listen to them? Because I can't do none of the dances I want to fucking do to them niggas. That's the reason why the kids don't like these niggas and feel like they old. I'm not saying don't rap like that beat per minute. Don't catch them new waves. Don't give you something that you could nay and you could millie to and do all these fucking dances and you could, all that shit. I could still rap on them beats per minute. I still body them. That loud got me choking. You get loud in the coking. Your house can get broken. Wretches is clapping the caliber smoking, but it's still pieced up. You know what I'm saying? It's still making sense, and it's still in conversation form. Not like I'm just rhyming words. It's like how I talk. So I'm not knocking the style that they doing. I just feel like they need some influence to get more lyrical and be more nice, and they don't got it. Where's the A&Rs? Where's the people that's gonna help them get nice? They don't know how.
I mean, but you do realize that when rap first came on the scene, the way you talking about the mumble rappers is the same way that like all the rock fans was talking about rap. Like I remember, you know, and in the same fashion, all of the producers talked about the hip hop producers in the same way. They're like, okay, number one, y'all ain't really artists. Y'all just talking over beats. You're not singing and harmonizing and everything.
Exactly,
like that.
and that's why I got categorized as rap.
And all y'all producers that sample, it ain't the same as actually getting into a studio with a band and actually putting the shit together for real. Like it's a lot easier to sample a hit song and loop it than to actually compose something completely new. So in this, you see what I'm saying? When you talk about generationally, this has kind of been happening from the dawn of time.
That's not a good comparison though, because that's just two different styles of music, and it was in its own category from day one. It was considered to be rap. It never was considered to be rock and roll. So it's like, I don't care what rock and roll people think, because we in our own zone. But now they bringing this shit out and calling it rap. You know what I'm saying? They calling it hip hop. How?
Good point.
It's something else. It's some other shit. If y'all was calling it some new wave rock dance, it's like, cool, that's that shit right there. But don't try to say y'all rapping, because y'all can't rap. And it's a science to it. It's not about just preference or what you like. It's like, yeah, what you like is part of it, but it's a science to it. It's like you could see a painting and you might not like it, but it's science to art. It's certain things that artist might have did that no other artist could have did, or maybe it's only one or two artists in the world that might have could have pulled that off. It's like, damn, then he get props. It's like a dope painting. It's like raps I write that nobody in the world could write. If they could, then they would do it. They can't. You can't think of these bars constantly 20 years straight that I just constantly think of, schemes. Like, you can't, nobody could do that. They can't even think of one of my punches. So it's like something that other people can't do, so you should get credit for it. But if you just rap in a style that everybody could do, then what type of credit do you want? Because anybody could do that. Like, it's nothing, where's the creativity at? Like, what is you getting props for?
So, well, I could tell you like a little Uzi Vert, not everybody could do that. What he does may not be traditionally rap, but the way he kind of harmonizes and puts shit out, I can see the artistry behind it.
Nah, but I'm talking about, that's different music. That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about rapping. I'm talking about, because you putting it under rap. Now, if you put it under Little Uzi, call it Little Uzi harmonizing. That's this, you want to call it that? Whatever you want to fucking
Harmony
call it.
rap.
Whatever is in a different category. You do whatever you want to do, but y'all not rapping. Don't fucking put it in the same level as me and say these niggas over me because they harmonizing and saying one or two bars that somebody else done thought about, that somebody else wrote for them, and y'all gonna say they fucking with me? A nigga that's never had a ghostwriter and been bodying shit for 20 years straight, y'all going to give them the same credit? That don't even make no sense. And if a little kid really knew the truth, a little kid wouldn't even weigh it out the same, because a little kid would feel like, yo, I'm getting robbed. I want a real fucking, I like basketball, I like LeBron, because that nigga could really ball. I don't want no nigga that can't ball to get out there and watch him on TV every day in the NBA. Why would I? If he ain't dunking and he ain't making all these fucking shots, I don't want to watch him. Okay. So if he can't fucking rap, why would I want to watch him under rap?
You have never had a ghostwriter?
Never.
Never. Have you ever been in the studio with someone and they said...
I'm the ghostwriter. I'm the ghostwriter, me.
Okay, hold on. But you have people that you collaborate with, you know, on a regular basis.
No.
Well, I mean, you have, what's the name of the one artist that you fuck with that we've interviewed before?
Jack?
Yeah.
But we don't collaborate on a regular basis. Like, he do his music, I do mine, and then we come together and do music together. Okay, but we don't collaborate on my music.
Okay, so there's never been a point where y'all been in the studio together and you said a line and he said, you know something? What if you switch this word with this word? And you were like, yeah, let me try that out. Oh yeah, I like that better.
I don't know. It could have possibly happened.
But not, it doesn't really happen.
Nah,
Okay.
not really. I'm really the dude that does that to them. Like, I'm
Okay.
the dude that say, you should do this, and that's why they respect me, because I'm the dude that give people the lines and tell them they should change it and make it better.
Okay.
We was in the car, we don't gotta put it in the interview, but you even heard who I was telling you I could even make day lines better. Like, this is what I do. I really do that.
You've ghostwritten for other people?
Of course.
Is there anyone that you could mention?
I don't want to, man.
Okay,
'cause
but
I know
is your
these
name-
niggas is soft, and these niggas is weirdos. They already don't like me, and they afraid of me a little bit anyway.
Okay,
so if I
but-
start naming niggas that I ghostwrite for, then it's gonna make niggas uncomfortable. It's gonna make niggas not want to get me to ghostwrite for them no more.
Okay, so you've had a major rapper come up to you and say, listen, or their management or whatever, come in and say, okay, we want you to write this rapper's lyrics. You go
Man,
get this check, but your name's not going to be in the credits.
Every brick that's sold ain't documented, man. Like, you know what I mean? Some niggas might take notes, some niggas might be smart and don't. There's like, it's just different situations. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
It don't always gotta be the same. A nigga can have a deal with a budget and have some money and I could just ghostwrite for him and my name might be in the credits. Or it could be a different situation where I write for a nigga for a different reason. Sometimes it could just be a big enough nigga I looked up to before I even thought about rapping, and now I just want to ghostwrite for the nigga. Like, I don't even care. I just want to ghostwrite for this nigga because I used to look up to this nigga and I want to say I wrote for him. Like, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of times you might ghostwrite for niggas in the, like, everything that you ghostwrite for them might not come out. It's not like you might just ghostwrite their next single. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You might ghostwrite some shit that ain't even get no real push like that. You never know.
So in this article here on Fact Mag, it said that you wrote Eve's Got It All. True or false?
I mean, I wrote some of the song. You know what I'm saying? I put some work in it, but it's neither here nor there. That song old as shit. It don't even matter. You could just listen to my raps and hear that I could write for anybody.
Okay.
It's not even a question about who he wrote for, because then that's the only thing that could do is just get to me exposing somebody. But you can hear my raps and the way I rap and tell that I could write for anybody because I'm better than everybody else you hear.
Okay.
So obviously I can write for them because I'm better than them. So I can make them better. It's like, anybody could get me to ghostwrite for them and they'll get better.
Okay. So you've ghostwritten for a bunch of different rappers.
That's not my thing though. It's not like I'm just Mr. Ghostwriter just bouncing around from studio to studio writing. It's like I'm my own artist, but
Right.
I have
You have done
written for a lot of people during the 20 years that I've been out. Like, you know what I'm
Got
saying?
it. Okay. Do you feel that an artist, a rapper who has ghostwriters could be placed in top 5, top 10 list?
No. How? How can you be in any list of whatever type of rapper if you can't rap? How? Like,
Okay. For example, Elton John is considered one of the greatest rock singers of all time. He's definitely in the top list, however you want to name it. Mm-hmm. Elton John is phenomenal at what he does.
okay.
Elton John they've always stated that Elton John does not write any of his lyrics. He's got a partner named Bernie Taupin, and they get together, they have a way they do their shit. Elton John kind of does the music. Bernie writes the lyrics. Elton John performs the lyrics. Boom. Winning combination, hundreds of millions of albums sold,
That's
et
dope.
cetera, et cetera.
That's dope.
No one holds it against Elton John. Say, yeah, but he don't write his lyrics. You never hear this.
Yeah, because he's a singer. To even play them instruments and to play that music he did shows that he had to dedicate years and years and time and just practicing and studying and going over shit to be able to make that music. His man to write that music had to put in time to write that shit. Then he had to learn how to sing in that rock style to get the lyrics right. That's time. That's like they real artists. So regardless of how high you put them on your level, they still real artists. You gotta fuck with them. But not a nigga that can't rap. If you get a beat that a nigga did on Fruity Loops and you barely know the producer, you never work with him. It's not like he's your producer. It's just like some producer that's just there. You get the beat, you just throw some rap that you just wrote on it, and then you just, what is it? Where is the Elton John in that? Like, it's no, and with singers, it's like a Beyonce could come out with a song and she could write it, or
Right. Well,
she could come out with another song.
Yeah, Beyonce doesn't write.
She could come out with another song and be like, yo, I didn't write it, and you still like it because she's a singer. Right. So it's about how she's singing and dancing to the shit. That's why you like singers. But these niggas is not singers. They supposed to be rappers. So if you rap, you supposed to be able to rap. Like.
Okay. So it's been established that Drake doesn't write all his own stuff. So you're saying, based on your set of rules, that Drake cannot be top 5, top 10.
Only the blind was shocked with that, though. Like, only the blind that's sitting here thinking that these dudes really write all of this shit, and it be trash anyway, but they still not responsible for writing it all. It's like that shit been going on since the beginning of time. The first rap was ghostwritten, so y'all just so shocked that these niggas ain't writing that.
The first rap was ghostwritten?
A hip, a hop, a hibbit to the hibbit, a hip,
oh, right,
hip,
yeah.
a hop, you don't stop.
Grandmaster Cass. Well, it was ghostwriting. He didn't know he was ghostwriting. It got stolen.
Well, it's the same thing.
Right, yeah, we actually interviewed Grandmaster Cass.
So my group was called the Mighty Force, then it was called the Force 5, and then it was the Notorious 2. But during those years, those are the years when I met Hank. And Hank managed the Mighty Force. That's the group that he managed, myself and a few other brothers. And he got a job in a pizza shop in New Jersey called Crispy Crust Pizza. Okay. He used to take a little boombox to work with him, and I used to give him tapes that I used to make at home, or our tapes from our shows. And he's in the pizza shop one day making pizzas, you know, lip syncing to the tape. All right, Sylvia Robinson walks in the pizza shop and sees him and says, hey, why don't you come outside to the car? My sons are out in the car. We're auditioning people to become part of this group I'm putting together. He went out to the car, repeated the stuff that was on the tape. They loved it, and they made him part of the Sugar Hill Gang. I mean, basically, I wrote everything Hank said on Rapper's Delight, all right? I'm the CASNOVA, that's my name, Casanova Fly.
Niggas is getting shocked at niggas not writing their raps. That, oh, he didn't write it? It's like, what y'all thought? Like, y'all could tell by how these niggas rap, they don't really write their shit. They don't even put no time and no effort into no style to be hot. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can hear certain rappers, other type of rappers, and even if they not, like, if I don't got them, I don't feel as though they that nice, I could still tell they write their own shit. Like, they working on their shit together. They got their own style. I could tell by how they thinking and piecing and, you know what I mean? But a lot of niggas is getting credit for a bunch of work, like a bunch of other niggas work, like a collaboration. It's a lot of niggas that's working on this thing, and these one niggas is getting the credit for it.
Kanye,
my man, fuck with Kanye. Drinking Two-Step Remix, that's my man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he was on the remix. Oh, so he jumped on a song with you.
Yeah, facts.
Okay, but Kanye writes in a group. You know, Yusuf Malik, Chance the Rapper wrote a lot of his stuff on his last album, and so forth. And you know, the product is cool, but it's not Kanye just writing everything. So you wouldn't put Kanye in your top 10 either.
Nah. Nope. I don't even got a top 10 though. You asking the wrong person. Like, my top 10 is gonna be all me. Like, I mean, I feel like if you don't feel that way about yourself, then you just in it for the wrong reasons. Like, right. I feel like I'm my top 10, I'm the best. I don't feel like nobody could fuck with me. And every day I'm trying to figure out ways to get even more better. Like, better and better and better, and I'm not stopping. I'm gonna just keep getting better. And I feel like nobody couldn't fuck with me. And I'm still gonna keep getting better. I only care about myself. These other niggas, I don't got no scale and no rating because I do the same thing. Now, I got a scale and rating maybe in my favorite basketball players or boxers or other shit that I don't do. But with rap, that's what I do. And I'm not here to be talking about other niggas or scaling other niggas that I feel not even better than me. Why would I do that? If I feel like I'm better than everybody, why would I sit here and rate niggas that's under me?
I loved Illmatic. I thought Illmatic was brilliant. I would say one of the top 10 albums of all time of any genre. But what I have said, and this has upset everyone, was that in terms of rappers of his caliber, I consider Nas overall to be one of the worst beat pickers of all time. Mm-hmm. One of the best lyricists. But whenever you hear new Nas songs after Illmatic, in general, it's like these beats are not really up to the caliber of his lyrics. Now, you're a Nas fan also, right?
I mean, I don't think you could say that because he worked with all of the best producers. He worked with Dre. He worked with Swizz.
Doesn't
he worked
matter.
with the best producers.
My point is that it doesn't matter who you work with. A big part of being a great artist is saying, that's the beat that's going to work with my vocals. It don't matter who the producer is. Saying that's the beat, whether it's a major producer or someone you've never heard of. That's the beat that's going to work with what I'm doing. See what I'm saying? And I felt that Nas has consistently let us down in that category.
I don't know, man. Nas got hits, man. Nas got some knocking shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like he been making music for so long, you got so much to choose from. You know what I mean? But niggas will hype up a nigga that just came out, that got like 2 songs, and niggas will be like, yo, or like couple little records. And niggas will hype them up. Nas been dropping shit forever. He got classics, so I don't know. He might not pick the best beats that you like, but it might be other niggas that he appealed to that's in his fan base that love them type of beats. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, who is he to please more? His real fan base that's fucking with him, or you, or another nigga? Should he rap the double time beat? Should he do this? Should he do that? Like, I don't know. I know Nas hot and he be focusing on lyrics. I know Nas said some shit time after time again that I wanted to pull back. I wanted to hear again. I thought it was super creative and I thought other niggas couldn't do it at that time. That's why I fuck with Nas. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Not necessarily for his beat selection, cause to be a rapper is like, you know what I'm saying, is like, that's not what you, I don't think you be a rapper to say I could pick the best beats.
You don't think so?
No, who you becoming a rapper to decide what beat you could pick? No, that's not a part of being a rapper, is deciding what beat you could pick.
Creating, I mean, but at the end of the day, you're creating songs. You're not just rapping a cappella all the time.
Nah, but...
Right? If you're rapping a cappella, I see your point. But when you put out a song and you release it to the world, the beat that you pick, I feel is just as important as the lyrics that you put down.
But that's not true, because the majority of the hits that you probably like and you thought the beat was hot, the artist that's rapping to it might not even have picked that beat. Most of these songs that you probably like is when niggas had budgets, niggas had A&Rs, niggas had teams. They had a bunch of niggas that could have put the beat and put the song together and just got the nigga to rap to it, and you giving the rapper the credit because he picked this hot-ass beat with this hot-ass hook and he know how to make songs, and them other niggas don't know how to make songs because the lyrical nigga probably got some balls and want to create from the muscle and want to create his own song. But another little dumbed down rapper would take any beat that anybody throw him, anything that's popping at the time, that wave, and they could just rap on it. And you be like, oh, that beat hot, but it sound like everybody else beat. You know what I'm saying? I like it back when niggas was being original, when niggas had their own sounds. I don't even get that. Like, how can anybody even like feel like that's even a argument, like that's even something to talk about? Like, a rapper and I don't know how to rap, but I'm gonna be a rapper. That don't make no sense. Fuck if you could pick beats. That was like A&R's jobs back in the day. Like, y'all niggas pick beats until artists got lit enough and learn music and got established enough to where they could do it on their own or get their own producers and start developing their own sound. Because that's what niggas really used to do from back in the day. They had their own producers and they would develop their own sound. So that was the sound you fell in love with. So they had to continue to work with their producers for that sound.
Right.
But now it's no more of that. It's like niggas just get on and they work with all of the same producers everybody else working with.
Right.
And that's why they all got the same dumbass sound.
Yeah, and to take it full circle, Nas is the one who really started that. Because Illmatic was the first album that was like the first super producer album. Nas was the first, because up until Nas, you would have Eric B. and Rakim. Mm-hmm. You know, Cool G Rap and Polo. Mm-hmm. Dr. Dre and NWA. Like, you had the in-house producers, sometimes it's even the DJ, whatever, doing all the music, and then the rapper would do all the beats, and they came out with their own sound that sounded different. Nas was the first one to say, well, I'm fucking with Large Professor, who's dope, but you know, I want to get a beat from DJ Premier, I want to get a beat from Pete Rock, I want to get a Q-Tip beat. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna, you know, and my, you know, LES, I think, was his in-house guy, you know, that he chose, that he threw in there. But in general, all the majority of the songs were from the hottest East Coast producers of that time, who went on to become legends. You see what I'm saying? Nas changed the mold, and after that, everyone wanted to get whoever the hot producer was at the time on their shit.
I don't know who changed it. I mean, Nas probably just got on for being able to rap. You know what I'm saying? Not had no sound with no producers and all that. So once he got lit, got on, had the budgets, he probably just picked the producers that he liked at the time to work with. It's like, I don't know how that came about. I don't know, but I just know niggas used to have their own sound. It's like regardless of the producers, he still had his own sound with the way he rapped. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of niggas wasn't sounding like them. Like, they had their own original style. Life is illmatic, keep static like wool fabric, pack the formatic to crack your whole cabbage. Like they piecing up syllables, they was lyrics, and they was sounding like they self. So that's why I like them, regardless of who beat it was. Like, you know what I'm saying? This shit is about raps, not beats. That's the producer job and other niggas' job. I mean, and I don't want to know who's the best song maker. Like, you could have a category for that, like who's the best song maker, who could come up with the best melodies and pick the best beats and add the best instruments and harmonies, and who know how to take out the instrument in the right place to make the song get bigger. And like that's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's good. Like, that's a part of making songs. But the moral of the story is, who can rap though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all might could do all this you could do all these different dances. You could rap faster than anybody. Your mouth could move slower than anybody. You could do different tones of voices. You could do the most tones in the world. Like, who cares about that though? If you can't rap, you're not a rapper. Do the remember the little cop John, when the boy used to do all them voices and shit, like
Police Academy?
Yeah, Police Academy, nigga, do all the voices. Like, you could do that type of shit, but you're not a rapper. Just because he could do all them voices, if he would have went in the booth and then just started doing all these characters, niggas like, yo, he the best rapper. You ain't hear he did a chicken, then he did a fucking wolf, then he did somebody else's voice. It's like, so the fuck what? Where's the bars? Like, you gotta be able to rap to be a rapper. Plain and simple. Just like you gotta be funny to be a comedian. It's not like, yo, but who put this lighting for a show? Or did you see the lighting? Or did you see the camera? 4K? Or did you see the, like, you mean? Or look at the intro to his comedy show. Like, when they was asking the people about him, that was great, like how they did that. It's like, so what? How fucking funny was he? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all I care about. Like, you gotta be a funny nigga, like, make me laugh. If you don't make me laugh, I don't like you. You could be a big comedian in the world. It's wild big comedians that's lit, that don't make me laugh. Like, they might do some other type of comedy that I don't like. I would never watch them.
Right.
Like, and I would put it in a rap that I don't choose to watch you. The same way I put in my rap, I don't choose to listen to these rappers. They probably got their fans, they doing them.
Right. I mean, for example, if you talk about Philly, where you're from, right now, Kevin Hart is the biggest comedian. But to me,
He's like the biggest comedian, period.
Yeah,
not
that's
just
what I'm saying.
Philly.
No, but I'm saying, but it's close to home because you're from Philly as well.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He's from Philly also. So what I'm saying is he's one of the biggest comedians in the world right now. He did in that movie I just saw, he did the Philly Stadium. What stadium was that?
He did something.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing stadiums, but just to be 100% honest,
Killing it.
I don't feel like Kevin Hart is the funniest comedian that I watch. When I watch this stuff, I think it's cool. I laugh at certain parts, but like, I definitely laugh harder at Dave Chappelle. You know what I'm saying? I definitely laugh harder at the old Eddie Murphy stuff. Like, I definitely laugh harder, even with some female comedians. You know what I'm saying? That I've seen. But Kevin Hart got the crown right now.
And it's like, cool. It's like different times, different comedians catch waves. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Eddie Murphy, he like, you know what I'm saying, super lit. Richard Pryor, super lit. It's like different times they catch waves, right? And now is this new day and age, different comedians could catch waves for different reasons. Like the same way how you say you laugh hard at Dave Chappelle, it could be somebody that feels the complete opposite. Like, I don't really laugh at Dave Chappelle like that, but I fuck with Kevin Hart.
Right.
Like, there's a lot of people that feel like that. But the moral of the story is, you gotta be funny. Like, hands down, you know Dave Chappelle is funny. Even if you don't like his comedy per se, you still know he creative, he entertaining, he making wild people laugh. The nigga really funny. Whether you like Kevin Hart or not, you know what I mean, you might not like everything about him and all that, but you gotta know, like, the nigga got some funniness. He funny. Like, he is funny and he working. Like, he working and he doing shit. So it's like he not just mysteriously just getting put in position. It's like he is working and he is funny. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, at least these rappers don't gotta be like necessarily the best, like to be winning Grammys and shit. But at least let them be like, all right, but at least he could rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? He nice. That shit was all right. It wasn't my favorite album this year. I don't think it should have won a Grammy, but shit was hot. Like, that's how it should be. Not like the nigga can't rap at all.
Right. I mean, I felt that way about To Pimp a Butterfly, you know, Kendrick's last album. Mm-hmm. I felt like, not my favorite album of the year, don't feel it deserved a bunch of Grammys, especially over J. Cole's album, but I can't say that Kendrick isn't nice. I can't say he's not a talented rapper. I can't say he's not a great songwriter. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of the stuff just doesn't connect with me for whatever reason. Mm-hmm. But I cannot say that Kendrick is whack. I can't say that he can't rap.
Mm-hmm.
Can't say it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I don't have no problem with. Like, with the Kendricks and the J. Coles, it's like, that's why I said they name, like, who the best MC, me, J. Cole, or Kendrick, because it's like, you know what I mean, for that reason. You know what I mean? Like, even if I don't fuck with them, or, I mean, I still know that they putting time into whatever it is that they trying to do. I know they not just rushing that. I know they not just getting in there and just freestyling that shit off the top. I know they taking in time and they really can rap. You know what I'm saying? And I know with the industry that they forced to be in, that they can even rap better than that. It's like they gotta be forced to dumb it down a little bit and simplify it for the fans. So I know if they was really, if it came a time where the game shifted and the temperature shifted, I know they could even be able to rap even harder than what they rapping now if they really knew that that would be beneficial. You know what I'm saying? But they know it probably wouldn't be as beneficial if they rap harder. So now they trying to come with melodies and, you know what I mean? Be humble, sit down. Like, they gotta, you gotta come with that because you gotta sell records, you gotta catch a wave. But at the end of the day, you know them niggas can rap though. Regardless if they your favorite or not, there's no question whether them niggas can rap. That's why I name other niggas like Tip. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no question whether Tip can rap. Like, whether you 100%. Like his music or not, like, that nigga can rap. Like, he could piece up shit, he could talk that shit. Like Wayne, like, that nigga can rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? A nigga, I put that nigga on my album, the nigga was dope from then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga nice, like, he could rap for real. Like, so he catch different ways for different reasons. He might do any certain things that I might not approve of, who knows? But the nigga could rap though. I'm not mad at whatever success or whatever he get if you could really rap. Or even if the niggas that's ghostwriting for you could really rap. I ain't saying you can't have no ghostwriters, but make sure them niggas could really rap and they writing you the right shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause this shit gotta change, man. We had like damn near Dom, 15 years of just chant, watered down music. So it's like, damn, we got enough of that, man. How much you wanna dance in a party? They got out. The club is not even gonna be able to be opened up long enough for them to play all of this type of dance music we got. But now we need some real bars, cause I could ask you right now, let me hear some real bars, and it's like only a couple of things you probably could even try to tell me to pull up. Like, what's the link you gonna send me? Let me hear some real bars. You probably just gonna send me Kendrick album. That's it. It's like, you gonna like send me Cole last project? Like, what you gonna send me? It's like, what's out? Or probably send me like a freestyle somebody did on YouTube or something. Like, where's it at? Like, come on, man, where these projects at?
I mean, you know, you could send Jeezy's last album.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about body and shit. Spitters, like spitters really body and shit that got you in a frenzy to where you just stuck in here like hours. Like, people used to be stuck in there hours pulling shit back, studying niggas' raps. It was so crazy. Now you can't do that no more. You hear the rap the first time and you know everything is nothing shocking. There's no creativity to it. I don't like that type of music, man. I ain't gonna lie. Unless I'm just dancing. If I want to listen to real rap, I want to hear something. You gotta catch my ear with some bars or else I don't fuck with it.
That's what it is. Cassidy, always a pleasure, man.
It's always a pleasure, man.
Looking forward to that album with Swizz, man.
Yeah, when this shit drop, man, it's gonna change shit up, man. That's
yes,
what
sir.
we need, man. Too much of this dumb shit out there, man. You know it, I know it, everybody know it, everybody feel like it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't knocking nobody, I ain't hating on none of these rappers or none of that. Y'all could keep doing y'all. Just don't put them in the same category with me. That's all I'm saying.
That's what it is, man. Till next time.
Salute. Listen, I think out the box, I'm ill. But I could box for real, sock your grill, show you how I grip around the collar feel. Or I could pop the still and let it rip like a couple balls playing tug of war with $1 bill. You know how being thirsty, drinking your saliva feel, or how it feel when your stomach growling, you ain't got a meal. I got a lot of money, but got a lot of bills. I'm winning, but know how spending my last dollar feel. The movie's not for real, but some gun poppers still think the Goodfellas, Scarface, and the Godfather real. They ain't scared to die, I swear to God, they get your father killed. Your mother, little brother, sister, and a baby father killed. And if it's kids in the crib, they let them live. But I mean, if they over 13, they get the chopper still. Shells flying like they was having a lobster meal. Mad gats, more shells than the Joe's Crab Shack. I got a bad back from rocking chains and fucking. I got mad stacks from rocking cane and hustling. I wrote mad raps with a lot of slang and cussing, and now Cass back, got it poppin', came from nothing. The way Cass snap, I could stop the game from suffering. They loving Cass rap, so I'm not gonna change for nothing. Yo, cousin mad whack, and I'm not, my name is buzzing. You got in the game mumbling, we not in the same discussion. I came punching, and y'all niggas came trapping, but ain't slang nothing. Niggas in the game acting. We not the same rapping. I got in the game snapping. Now I'm way better. I just ain't got the same backing. Me losing to a lame rapping is like you wipe your butthole and your nose with the same napkin. This shit's not happening. You hoes like a bunch of albinos, your clique not blacking. Bitch, stop rapping, your license suspended now. Simmer down to this revolver chamber spin around. You been a clown, I defend the crown, put you in the ground. Trunk of pop, stomach shots, you can't hold your dinner down. I been around. When Jay held it down 6 straight summers, I was the one holding the winner down. Since Hov retired, I rose higher, I'm winning now. I spit shit like this firehead an entire year. I'm about to blow like tire air, and I ain't have to try to wear dreads, grow a mohawk, and then dye my hair. Yeah, I just sold a man a key today, cause hustling in my DNA, I get him out of here. But a snitcher buy a square, get caught, go to court and sing like he was auditioning for a choir chair. I let it fire, yeah. When I spit the tech, this nigga head and this nigga neck could disconnect. Instead of disrespect, you rather have a kissing fest with a chick with real nigga breath that smokes cigarettes. Her lips a mess. All chat with a herpy on it. Ew, it look like she spilled some cherry slurpee on it. I'm on it. For real, right now, the only person doing it is Cass. These niggas trash, still working on it. I got a block and some workers on it. Yo, when I cop, I bring a scale that say you could weigh a person on it. I body anybody beat, I put some verses on it. Man, Vlad TV, man. The Cassidy the Hustler bars, man. Real nigga shit, bars is back, man. Look out for the crook and the thief. I could rap all day, man. Mayhem music, easy.